Hello everyone, today we are looking into eCU 3.7, Marketing of Private Residential and HDB Flats. The outline for today's video presentation is number 1, determine the reason for sale and identify the listing source. Number 2, factors affecting residential property prices. Number 3, special considerations in the marketing of landed and non-landed properties. Number 4, matching best mode of sale. Number 5, marketing plan. And number 6, essentially is to refer to other CU. Reason for sale. Why do people buy, sell residential properties? You could look at it from the life stages point of view of a person. A person could be upgrading, downgrading, relocating, or simply in compliance with housing rules that he has to dispose of his private property before he buy a HDB flat. He could be migrating, or he could face financial situation such that he has to sell his house and rent an apartment or rent a room. Or a person could be getting married or getting a divorce. Now, where do we find listing? The residential market. Where exactly is the residential market? The residential market is in the form of newspaper advertisement, in the classified ads, referral from your own network of friends and associates, developers project, door-to-door canvassing, or show house. Factors affecting residential property prices. We can look at these factors under two categories. One is the macro factors and the other is the micro factors. Macro factors refers to the big picture, the external environment in which you and I has no control over. Typically, we call them the PEST, political, economic, social, and technological. So the government policies, economic situation, demographic factors, for example, the aging population of Singapore, social factors, for example, more foreigners becoming PR or becoming citizen in Singapore. This affects the demand and supply of residential properties. Now we look at the micro factors. The micro factors is specific to the project itself or the development itself, whereas the macro factors affects everyone. Generally, the prices goes up or generally the prices goes down. Now the micro factors looks into the details of the site, the development, location, the age of the property, tenure, as in is it freehold, 99 with a balance of 72, 73, what's the land tenure balance, size of the unit, facilities available within the development, the orientation and the facing, which gives you different view, the condition of the unit, and whether it's accessible to nearby MRT, what's the nature of the neighborhood. All this will affect the property prices and such that no two property are the same and no two property would have the same prices even within the development itself, or development compared to another development within the same neighborhood may have different prices because of the micro factors. Special considerations. In real estate is never as straightforward as we wanted it to be. For landed properties, there are some special considerations. For example, street block plans, the land use, the building height and form, the setback requirements, basement requirements, etc. And landed properties comes under different category, different zone. For example, good class bungalow area, semi-detached area, mixed landed property housing. It is also a special category or special property that disallow foreigners from buying unless with the approval of land dealing units from Singapore Land Authority or when the foreigner becomes a citizen. More of that will be explained in another video. Now, what about special considerations for non-landed property? There is a difference between apartment and condominium. Usually, condominium would have a higher price because of the higher status associated with condominium. So what exactly is the difference between condominium and apartment, considering that both may have facilities, both have strata units, and that is in the land size. Condominium land size must be of a minimum of 1,400 meters square. Now, be it condominium or apartments, you will need to find out about the unit floor area, the ownership of common area, share value of the units, and that will translate into a certain payment amount for management fund and sinking fund. Matching the best mode of sale for residential. Typically, for strata unit sale, even for developers launch and project, the most common method of residential property sale, especially for pre-owned properties in the secondary market, resale market, is by means of private treaty, which means it's a one-to-one negotiation between the buyer and seller through the real estate salesperson. So in this case, the salesperson's role is important to close the deal. Salesperson will be involved to assist the seller in showing, presenting the properties to prospective buyers, negotiate price, terms and condition, and to close the sales. Marketing plan for marketing private residential properties. As you recall from the earlier CU, marketing plan refers to the 4 P's in marketing: product, price, place, and promotion. These are business tools to guide you when you design your marketing plan. So for the product, the salesperson is expected to fact find as much details about the property as possible, verify the ownership, and to prepare the marketing materials for the promotion, and to find out the selling point of the property. What about price? Your principal would naturally ask you what price to price when selling the property. Seller wants to sell as high as possible, buyer wants to buy as low as possible. So what would be a reasonable price? As a salesperson, you would have conducted detailed analysis of the current and active listing in the various sources, example the classifieds, the website, and conduct a CMA. CMA stands for Comparative Market Analysis. And with that, you discuss with your principal to advise them on the pricing issues. Place and promotion. So essentially, you are the place, the channel for the property to move from the sell to the buy and the buy to the sell. And sometimes you may also be involved in a developer's launch, and the developers would engage marketing agents to provide salesperson to fulfill the marketing or sales role. So the agency in this case is the place. Likewise, in the marketing of resale property, the seller will engage a salesperson as their marketing channel. The salesperson in this case is the place. Now, typically in real estate promotion, the various sources or the various avenue would be classified ads, banners and signage, direct mailers, show flat on site, SMS, broadcasting, internet listing, roadshow, social networking, and direct selling. There are a lot of details that is not presented in this video because the video is deliberately kept as brief as possible for you to get the essential ideas, and more will be discussed in subsequent videos. With that, we come to the end of this video. Do cross-reference to eCU 4.4, eCU 4.5, and eCU 3.6 on the sale of HDB flats, subletting of HDB flats, as well as the regulations on advertisement. Thank you very much.